Thank you, first of all, for inviting me to speak to the second Hellenic Association for Energy Economics Conference in Athens. It's a great honor for me to be here. For those who don't know a bit of my background and what we do, just quick words. I have a brief presentation on the more microscopic key HighLevel Trends. So I've been working the past 3-4 years with the UK government, the ex-Department of Energy and Climate Change, and now the department has been transformed to also include business as well. The focus is mostly on energy efficiency financing, new systems, new energy service business models, and so on. I'm also been working with the European Commission on also energy efficiency uptake and financing. But also we're working on specific projects with EIB, BRD, and so on. We have the community energy element on this, renewable energy, generation integration, and so on. What I will try to do is basically give you a more high level, as I said, strategic view on how we understand the integration of renewable energy sources in the system. And by saying that, what do we mean, first of all, by, what are we going to integrate and where? So our view is that renewables, and you can understand from the picture what I mean by integration, need to be integrated with energy efficiency and clean transportation. You cannot just think about renewables as part of an energy system, but as part of a broader system, more holistic system. There are so many other technologies out there, and those need to be integrated. Basically, the energy generation part, and obviously the so-called clean energy generation part, definitely needs to find its way to be integrated with things that have to do with demand efficiency, demand response, with the energy consumer aspect, as well as with all the technologies and all the trends and the regulation frameworks that incentivize better and more prudent energy management. As we have seen in a lot of distinguished speakers before me on this panel, and now, of course, during the proceedings yesterday and today, they have all, I guess, mentioned about the key different trends in the energy sector that, everybody can understand that there is a fundamental change taking place from a classic centralized system. We're working towards a more localized distribution system whereby, the focus is obviously on clean technology and renewables. There are a lot of work is being done on real-time measurement, big data analytics, smart control, the rollout of smart meters. Certain countries are more advanced. I know in the UK they're rolling out the smart meter system, and they expect by 2020 or even a bit later than that all households will have a smart meter in place. We're also talking about electrification of transport. I'm not even talking about the evolution of automated vehicles and so on. And of course, all the things that have to do with the technology. We mentioned, I think Mr. Massara spoke about storage as well. The evolvement of technology and the costs are going down. So all of those trends are helping us towards a more distributed, localized system, where basically at the end of the day, the user has the power, is empowered, and is more knowledgeable, has more control, and that means, he gets more of his energy than he used to be in a more sustainable way. As we all know, there are a lot of exciting global trends from a technology point of view, also on the transportation, on the large-scale infrastructure renewables, and definitely investments related to that, as well as, there's the focus of sustainable growth and development. We had last year, if I'm not missing, the COP21 in Paris. It had a fantastic result. All the countries came together. They decided about what they need to do to act to prevent climate change from becoming worse, I guess. So all those trends that are underway, and if we combine them with all the other things that are happening, the technology evolution on the energy management sides, where basically we're connecting the key projects, the key renewable project with the market, the energy suppliers. We're creating money. We are connecting money with, as well as the end users and the stakeholders of the system. All of those trends mean that at the end of the day, the consumer becomes in the center of our attention. It becomes, instead of, as it used to be, the energy system starting everything from the energy system, I think everything starts from the consumer side. And it's a consumer-centric model whereby we need to start understanding that we need to be more flexible in the way we're designing the systems, the way that we're integrating renewable energy technology and renewable energy and clean systems and anything that is coming, like storage and so on, electric vehicles. So at the end of the day, financing, financial instruments, services, and anything else is actually going towards that direction. And because I know we're before lunch and we don't want to keep you from doing that, and we're going to have a nice discussion anyway, I leave you with certain recent headlines. So things are happening, and I think the world is evolving and we need to follow. Thank you.